Hello all, and welcome to a Stormworks tutorial, my first tutorial. And in this video, it will be the basics of the engine, a little bit of the advanced stuff. Not really advanced, I guess, but like reverse and fuel pumps, fluid pumps, I guess. So first, we're gonna hop in the uh, workbench, and we're just gonna build ourselves a workspace. So just build a square of space, I guess. So this is more than enough space. Just build some more because, it looks cool. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is we are going to start our engine, obviously. So if you click tab or click the inventory, you will go into the inventory, you'll go in the search bar and type in engine. And there's a lot of things here. So, but what we're going to use is the small engine. We're just going to put that in our inventory. And now that we have our engine, we're just going to place it anywhere on our platform. There's good. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is just look at our engine. So here we have our air intake, which intakes air for the engine. And yeah, then we have our fuel intake, which comes from your fuel fluid tank. And then your exhaust, which is an exhaust output. So it just shoots out exhaust with an exhaust, I guess. And then the outcoolant and coolant, which is a radiator. And yeah, okay. Then you have your power output, which outputs the power for your propeller or anything like that. So yeah, let's hop right into this. So what you're gonna want to do is go into your inventory, look up fluid. Then you'll see all these different things, but there's these three tanks, three fluid tank sizes. You're just going to take any one you want. For this purpose, I'm just going to use the large one because why not? So now that we have that placed down, we're going to use our select tool in the top of our tools, I guess. Click on it and make sure it's at diesel, not jet fuel, not water, not none, not empty. Okay. Diesel. Now what we're going to do is take our pipe. I'm just going to color code this. So red's going to be fuel. So we're just going to take a pipe, go into your inventory, pipe. So right, for this example, you're going to want a pipe straight and a pipe angle. So take that and put that, just put it out to like a point where you're going to turn, or yeah, just connect that up. These pipes are just having fuel flow between them, obviously. Just hook these up. Okay. And in any case that your fuel is very far away from your engine in whatever build, what you can do is you can grab a fluid pump from the inventory, fluid, okay, here, fluid pump, put that in our inventory. Then you're just going to take your pipes, cut out 3, and take your little fluid pump and place that. Make sure that the longer side is fluid out, like pointing to the engine, so so it can pump the fluid out instead of pumping it in. Yeah, that'd be awkward. So yeah, so that's, in this situation we don't need it, but this is just for the sake of example. So next we are going to hook up our air intake. So what you're going to do is change the color to white or whatever, color code it. You can go in your inventory and search up fluid port. We're just going to take the fluid port because that's the most convenient for an engine. You can use anything that has an intake. And you're just going to take pipes out from the fluid intake part of the engine and then throw it in, plop something that has air intake on it at the end. So now our engine has fluid connected to it, fuel connected to it, and it has air connected to it. So now we're going to take our exhaust. You can go in your inventory, search up exhaust. You can use anything, even a fluid port for this really, that outputs. So for the sake of this, we're just going to use our normal fluid exhaust. Plop that on there because it's an exhaust. Yeah. So now we have our outcoolant and coolant, and there's no coolant in Stormworks, but there is radiators. So we're gonna go in our inventory, find radiators. We have a fluid heat radiator. Put that in our inventory, and then just place that down on the ground. Now, there's fluid A, fluid B, and there's outcoolant and coolant. It doesn't matter which is connected to what. Just make sure that it's connected some way. So we're just gonna connect those things there. Then okay. Now all those essentials are connected. Now we have our power output, which makes your propeller spin or whatnot. So and whatnot, I guess. And so we're just going to take pipes. Think of power as just kind of like a fluid or something like that. Just connect them up. Make it a little far. Never know if you want to add a clutch or gearbox, which I'm going to show you in this video. Okay, so you're just going to hook that up. Connect that to your propeller. And as you can see here, there is a power input, which that's how it turns on. Alright, so now that we've got that, we're going to talk about clutches and gearboxes. So go in your inventory, search up gearbox, and also look up clutch. Okay, so basically a gearbox is what switches you from like 1-1, 1-2, 1, or yeah, all that. And it also switches you into reverse. So say you want to go in reverse, just dig out 2 pipes, or actually, yeah, dig out 2 pipes closer to the engine and have the arrows face towards the engine for more speed and away from the engine for more torque. That's what I believe it is. Alright, so now that that's hooked up, we're going to use our select tool at the top, click on the gearbox, and make sure that ratio 2 is 1, -1. So that's gonna, yeah, just click the left arrow on ratio 2, and now you have reverse in this. So now what we're gonna do is use our clutch. A clutch is basically it like transmits power sort of. So it's basically a gate for power. And a good example of it is in tanks. I'm not completely sure. It doesn't matter which way it goes, but I'm not completely sure if tanks use this. But since tanks, they're like conveyor wheels, I guess. Looks like conveyor belt sort of. They don't have wheels or can't turn or anything, so I believe they use a clutch to transmit power. So yeah, that's that. We will hook up the logic things in a second. Yeah. Also, one more thing I want to talk about. Say you made a submarine and you need an air intake or or anything and you want it to be out of the submarine, no problem. You're not going to take in air because you're going to go in your inventory, find a fluid filter, and you're going to take that. You're going to dig out 2 pipes and then throw that in. Let's make sure these are fluid B. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that fluid A is coming in, I believe, or yeah. I don't think it matters, but just to be safe. Then what you're going to do is you're going to use your select tool, click on the fluid filter, and allow water off, allow diesel off, allow jet fuel off, allow air, keep that on because you want to have air come to the engine, and allow exhaust off, allow crude oil off. So now this will only let air into the engine, and there's no electricity required for that or anything. So yeah, now we have everything set up. We just need to hook up our, I guess, control booth. So this is the bridge of the ship or cockpit of something. Yeah. So we're going to go in your inventory, look up push button. This will be our ignition. So place that in your inventory. Second, you're going to want to find a toggle button. This is going to be for our fluid pumps. And then next, find a throttle lever. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna do is place our push button down on our booth or whatever, and then use the select tool. And you don't. This is optional, but I like it. Have the display name be ignition. And remember, this is a push button, so it's not toggled or anything. Yeah. So then you're gonna have your throttle. Let's just place that down. Make sure the arrow when you're placing it is pointing down. That'll be like the negative. See how this is like the plus arrow is forward, and yeah, you'll see. So when you bring it towards you, it'll make the number output less, obviously. So then you also have a clutch. So that's what this is, and yeah, this basically transmit power. So what you're going to do is place that right there. Go in your select tool, name that clutch pressure. Yep. Yeah. All right. Then you're going to take your toggle button. This will be for the oh yeah, okay. This will be for the fluid pump. So just same thing, select tool, go in your toggle and make it fluid pump. And then one more thing. We're going to add a toggle button for the reverse. Gear switch, reverse. All right, now that that's all hooked up, what we're going to do is get a battery. For this example, I'm just going to get a medium. Just make sure you have enough electricity for everything. So just go into your logic thing with, yeah, all that. And click electricity on the left and just hook everything like a wire, sort of. It's basically a circuit. All right. Now we're going to click on data, which is on, off, and number things. So we're going to go start left to right, throttle. The throttle output is going to go to the engine. The ignition is going to go to the engine's on, off. The fluid pump is going to go to the fluid pump's on, off. The clutch pressure is going to go to the clutch pressure input, number input. And the reverse is going to go to the Gearbox's gear switch input. Ignore any errors if it says electric not connected or anything. That's a glitch. Don't know if it's a glitch or not, but I always find it fine. So yeah, but yeah, okay. I think that's that. Now let's go test this. Some of these things are extra, so yeah, I don't know why this is here, but yeah, let's get into this. So like your normal thing, you're gonna want to have a little bit of throttle on, and then hold the ignition down, and now your engine is on. But remember, your clutch is closed, so it's not letting power in. So you're just gonna put that all the way. Hit the ignition again. Now your propeller is spinning. It may seem a little bit slow, but that's kind of because of the gearbox. But you can change that with if you switch the first gear. Now the fluid pump, that's pumping fluid, but that's only for like a big boat. I mean, if your fluid's traveling a long way. Oh boy, yeah, see that's spinning fast now. Now once you click reverse and hit the ignition again, it'll go in reverse now. And yeah, now let's put our clutch pressure all the way down. Um, it should stop. Yeah, there's a lot of power. Okay, ignore that, but yeah. So that's that. Pretty cool. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time on Cheserton Chat.